You look at a lot of stats for inner city youth, and the numbers don't always look good, particularly for Black youth when compared to other demo groups. What do you point to, or what do you think some of the problems are that result to the failures in education that we so unfortunately frequently see in many of our inner cities across our great country?
Well, if we take a look, let's first talk about the country.
Mm-hmm.
We're looking at like 1 out of every 3 students, 1 out of every 3 people in this age group, this demographic, feel like they don't have at least one person in their life they can trust. That's incredible to me. 1 out of 3
Wow.
don't have somebody they trust, that they can go to for anything. And if we go into the inner city, that number, I don't know the numbers on this one, but I can just imagine that number increases dramatically.
Yeah.
That they don't have people they can go to that they trust, that they care about, that they feel care about them. These are all kind of soft topics: care, love, feeling. But man, I think it goes to the heart of the problem. We're lacking, and you and I have talked about this, we're lacking community. We're lacking community. And if we're going to change inner city education, if we're going to change education across the country, and by the way, it's spreading across the country, if we're going to change these things, then we need to build community.
And what is that, when you say that, what does that mean, Scott? What does that look like?
Well, I'll use an example. Today, I went through Starbucks. Now, normally, I would go into a Starbucks, and normally I would have a barista who's very nice, take my order, a large caramel macchiato grande, by the way. So next time we see each other, and we would have a conversation. We would actually talk about coffee, or they would say, "Have a nice day," or "How is your day?" And I would sit in a room full of people, and I would actually probably invite some other people to join me. Now those same Starbucks lobbies, cafes, are they're not empty, but man, there are very few people in there like they used to be.
Mm-hmm.
And where are they? They're in the drive-through.
Yeah.
They're in the drive-through with cars wrapped around the block to get a coffee. That's indicative of what's happening in our country. Same thing. Just drive over to the McDonald's. No one's in the dining room. They're in about 100-car line into the drive-through. We've disconnected from each other. And that's just not in the line at Starbucks, it's in the line at the classroom.